BullDawg barbecue. Got a few things going on. We're gonna make some dirty rice today, but we got some other stuff we got to talk about first. I'll be right back. First thing we're gonna do is put us a thing of sausage here and get her on to cook. I'll go ahead and split this open here. I had her froze and I had to unthaw it in the microwave. Well, until it's been a while since I've done this, my knives are a little on the dull side. We will definitely have to have a sharpening experience here before long. Still a little frozen in the middle, but it'll make up for it in the skillet over here. And I am going to use a cast iron skillet. I just turned it on low there a little while ago. Let's see. Get my spatula here and bust her up a little bit. For those of you who watched before, you'll notice that I have a new camera. Hopefully the picture and the audio will be a little better. Get you down here. We've been off for quite some time, and I want to explain why. I was having some issues. I don't know if anybody noticed it on the videos that I had done in the past. Was having some health problems. Well, I went to the doctor and they ran some tests on me, a ton of blood tests, and the blood tests were pretty sad, and they wanted me to have a bone marrow biopsy done. So we went and had that done about 3 months ago, and bone marrow biopsy came back and they determined that I had myelodysplastic syndrome. They call it MDS. It is a form of bone marrow cancer. They call it pre-leukemia. Now, in my favor, I only have a 22% chance of going into leukemia. The bad part of it is MDS is not curable. They are giving me some medication that's supposed to help. I have been taking this medication for about 3 months. Has not worked. They've switched me off to a different one. That one has not worked. So in 2 weeks we get to try a different one, see what happens there. So that's where we're at on the health issue. I'm the same person I always am. I've lost 100 pounds due to the cancer. I've actually put a few pounds back on lately, a couple pounds. But I'm out doing what I want to do. I've decided that what time I have left, which they have said 3 to 5 years, I'm going to do what I want to do. So I bought me a motorcycle. I've been out riding and enjoying myself. And now we're going to get back into cooking. That's something I like to do, and that's what we're going to do. So, like I said, we've got the sausage going. Enough of the depressing crap. I've also cut up some white onion and some yellow bell pepper. Let me throw the trash away. I got my rice laid out here. We're also going to add some good stuff to it. I got to have, for starters, some chicken stock. And I guess we better go back over here and stir this thing around here so it doesn't burn. I want to get it unthawed there, and I want to get some crunchy to it. I don't want any pink left in this. I got her down on a medium heat. Nothing
too fantastic. I don't, like I said, I don't want this burning, but I also don't want any raw meat left in it. I'm using me a nice wooden mallet here, or spatula here.
I found these at the Dollar Tree, of all places. I love these things.
Especially for my cast iron, because you can't use metal in a cast iron. You knock all your seasoning off if you do that. Alright, let me get that, let that go a little bit.
I'm going to get some seasonings.
We need some Worcestershire.
We need some garlic. While we're letting that cook over there, we'll lay out some ingredients here and show you what we got cooking here. Of course, like I said, garlic. I don't mince my own. Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to use some ground turmeric. I'm also going to use some cumin. Some Creole seasoning. Well, let's see what else we want to throw into this. I want this a little spicy, so we're going to add a few little red pepper flakes in it. Let's see. And if you can't tell, I'm just shooting from the hip today. I've made this before, but I've lost my recipe. So we're going to kind of play around with it and see what happens. Alright, we got red pepper, Creole, cumin, turmeric, that. We got our rice laying here. We got our peppers and onions here. Let's see. Salt and pepper, which you got salt right here. And we need some pepper. And some hot chili powder. Like I said, I want a little kick to it. I guess we can go ahead and pull this out. I believe this is a 2-cup measuring cup. We're just going to go ahead and get us out a cup and a half of rice. You can use a cup and a half. I make a little extra, so I'm right at a cup and a half. So that means I'll need, how many cups is this? Alright. Seal that back up and get it out of our way. Alright, let me stir this over here again and we'll be right back. Alright, we don't have any pink left in there. Looks like we're coming along really well. Whoop, we spun you the wrong way. Always the same problem, trying to do this by yourself. Alright. I'm going to put me, I don't know, 2 or 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire in here. You know my recipes are not exactly perfect. You use what you want. I put a kind of an idea of what I'm doing, and then I let you experiment with it from there. Get all this stirred in here with that Worcestershire sauce, and let these things start getting soft. I'm going to cook them slow. I ain't getting no rush with them. I want them to kind of soften up, but I don't want them to caramelize. That's not what I'm after. I want softness. Alright. See if we don't have a lid for this, but what we do have. It's just an old skillet. And believe it or not, it works perfectly. Alright. back over here, and we will put you there. Come back up here. I got my rice played out, or pulled out here, and I'm gonna need, like I said, a cup and a half, so I'm gonna need 3 cups of chicken stock. You want whatever rice you put in it, double the liquid. That's what you're after, okay? Let's see, we're done with the Worcestershire. Alright. We did go back to the doctor today, and we got another shot. Actually they doubled the dosage, so we actually got a couple of shots. I still haven't pulled the band-aids off. The shots cause you instant headaches. I mean, just ready to blow the top of your head off headaches. My numbers dropped this week, and doctor's not really sure why, because he had, doubled the dose, and he thought that would take care of it, and it didn't do it. So we did one more double dose this week, and then in 2 weeks I have a doctor's visit with him, and we'll do blood draws again. I get blood drawn every 2 weeks. And if my numbers have not come back up, main thing is my hemoglobins. They were at 10 last week. They were at 8 this week. They should have came up, not dropped. Red blood cells are supposed to be, I believe, like in almost like 5, and mine are like 2.3. And white blood cells are supposed to be, again, like 4 or 5. I think they're supposed to be 5, and I think mine is like 3 something. Everything's just extremely low. They had kind of trended like they were going to try to come up. I'd went from 9.6 to 10.1 on my hemoglobins, and then all of a sudden, now they're down to 8. So we don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna let this stuff back here cook. I'm doing the best I can with what I've got to work with, and from here on out, this will be back to the cooking show, back to normal. We may throw a little fun stuff in here every once in a while, and I will keep you updated, but it won't be a lot in the videos. If you want to keep up with that, you can hit me up on my YouTube channel, or not YouTube, but Facebook. I'm on Facebook, Little Man Indy, or James Heron, one or the other. You can pick me up either way. Also have a TikTok, I believe it is James Heron 82. So that kind of gives you options of keeping up with me if you'd like. We're going to let things cook back here. When that gets ready, we'll be back. Alright, we are back. And our stuff is getting pretty soft. So we're going to do the gambit. We're going to add stuff in here. I'm going to move you over here. And the first thing I'm going to do is put me in some garlic. Because I'm a garlic nut. Now, probably got a good tablespoon and a half or so in there. I'll mix that in there real good. Alright. Never have used this turmeric yet. Doctors, or them home remedy type doctors have said that this will help, so we're going to find out. But we're going to go with a little bit of cumin here. I'm not going to go crazy. Probably a teaspoon or so. Red pepper flakes. I'll probably go another teaspoon or so of that.
hot chili powder. We're going to go maybe a little more than a teaspoon, almost a tablespoon of that. Black pepper, about a teaspoon. Maybe a little more, it's up to you. I always leave that up to you guys for taste. We're going to get us a couple of pinches of kosher salt here. Let's check that. Always check your stock and see if it's low sodium or not. But fat-free, it don't say nothing about low sodium, so we're only going to put one thing of salt in there. Just one and a pinch. Because we don't want to salt it up too bad. I'm going to give this a good stir. I know it wouldn't be the same if I didn't tell y'all about the smell-o-vision. That shit just hit all at once. And boy, has that got a good smell to it. Alright. We got to add some Creole here. I love this stuff. I'm say probably a good tablespoon or so. Up there and give that a good stir around here. Like I said, I'm doing some dirty fried rice. That's going to be spicy. I'm hoping. We're going to give her a taste here in a second once we get her all mixed in here. Because I got to be able to tell what I want with that turmeric or not. Or how much of it I want. And this is all strictly for me, so I'll double dip on it all I want. Oh, wow. Man, that's good. I'm gonna get my little finger in here. Now, we're not going to use very much of that, I don't think. But we're going to do it this way. I'd say you can leave that out if you like. I'm going to add about a teaspoon and see where we go from there. I'm not sure I'm going to like that or not. They say it'll help, but we'll see. I'll let that render there a little bit. Mix it in there real good, and we'll get us another taste, and then we'll be ready for our juices and our rice. Alright, let's see what we taste like now. Oh damn, that's good. It's definitely going to have a kick. We're going to take our rice, spatter it out in there, mix her up real good. You can use any kind of rice that your little heart desires. What I want to do is this just I think this is just an old regular. It doesn't look like any kind of a long grain or anything like that. It just looks like regular old rice. But I will check to make sure. Fooled me, it's an extra long grain. Sure don't look like any extra long grain to me. But I've been wrong before. Now we're going to give that about 3 or 4 minutes to brown that rice up. I'm going to let off right there. I'm going to throw this lid back on here. Like I said, we're going to give her about 3 or 4 minutes. Meantime, I'm going to take this here
1.5 cups of rice, so I want 3 cups of this. There's 2. Wow. That seasoning has got me like right there. It'll calm down a little bit too when you start adding liquids to it, but like I said, let's give this 3 or 4 minutes and we'll be back around here in a minute. Alright, I literally don't know if you all can see, because I have not got into the editing stage, but I don't know what you can see and what you can't, but I'm hoping you can see the color of that rice. It's been about 3 minutes and it's starting to turn a little brownish color. You don't want to burn it, so just kind of a little brownish color, and then we're going to add in our said, I'm doing this in a cast iron skillet. It makes it a lot easier on me because nothing wants to stick. We're going to add another cup of liquid in there, and then we're going to mix her all together. And now I don't have a tight fitting lid, so what I'm going to do is let this heat back up, and I'm going to watch it and stir it occasionally, because I don't want to lose all my liquid before my rice is done, so I may have to add some more liquid to it at some point. But there's what we got. We're going to cover that up and walk off and leave it for about 20 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, here's what we got. I'm just going to turn it off. It was about, I don't know, about 18 minutes, but I did have to add some, about another 1/4 cup of my chicken stock, because it dried out, or the bottom dried on me, and I didn't want that. So the rice wasn't quite done, so we added a little more to it, and now we're golden. I'm gonna let this sit here for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes and cool down before we do a taste test, because that looks like lava and I'm not for burning the crap out of my mouth today. Got enough problems. So we're gonna cover that back up and just let her sit there. I'm gonna take it over here off the heat. Just let it sit there and we'll be back. All right. Over here. Get us a bowl. Tell you what would have been good with this, probably some cornbread. Alright, we're just going to slide that down there out of the way. Put our lid back on it.
How's that for? I don't give a
Slide this thing in here. Look there. Oh man. Alright, let's see how bad we did. We're going to get a little of that sausage in there with it. This stuff's been cooling down for quite some time and it's still steaming like crazy. Oh, damn it. That was an experiment. Especially since I've never had turmeric before.
Yes.
And I haven't
No.
made
You hesitated. Well,
spicy rice in quite some time. Probably years.
I'm not sure how spices change.
Man. But it will get you right there.
Okay, I have a challenge for you. Okay, say hi.
So if you're not a spicy person, you don't like the kick with it, leave the red chili pepper flakes out and leave the chili powder out. Other than that, if you like hot stuff, hey, go for it. Man, heart's good. But I am for the cornbread. I would have liked that. So, till next time, I'm BullDawg. See ya.